Football game days are fun for the whole family, but not every child is ready for 4 quarters in the stadium. That's why the Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates for kids ages 5 to 12. While you enjoy the game, your kids enjoy their own adventure at the museum, conveniently located just steps from the stadium. Registration required. And the fun isn't just on game days. The museum is open 6 days a week with 3 floors of hands-on play and activities. Out-of-town families, make the most of your weekend in Lincoln. Visit lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
It's time for Bonsall Pool and Spa's Truckload event. From September 23rd through the 27th, stop by Bonsall Pool and Spa at 3201 Pioneers Boulevard to see an actual truck full of hot tubs with special prices. You'll save up to $3,000 on all hot tubs and swim spas, as well as $1,500 on all saunas and cold plunges. Use Nebraska football's bye week well by stopping in on September 27th for refreshments and giveaways. That's Bonsall Pool and Spa at 3201 Pioneers Boulevard in Lincoln.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
You just rocking to the beat or what?
Yeah. I got a special part I like to break it in. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We're on from your 1 to 3 every day, Monday through Friday. This weekend, Nebraska plays Michigan State here in Lincoln at 3 p.m.
Oh, that's 3 a.m.
3 a.m. No, we playing in Australia or something, man. FS1, guys. Let's go ahead and clear the air. Bock mentioned something to me the other day. Kenny, do you know who Bad Bunny is?
I do not.
You don't?
No, I do not.
Have you heard of Bad Bunny?
Have you ever heard of Bad Bunny?
Not until this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Did you, before you heard of Bad Bunny, or
before I heard them say this weekend? No, I had not.
But when you hear of a name like Bad Bunny, does it remind you of a girl or something? Because I thought Bad Bunny was a girl. I didn't know that Bad Bunny was a guy till a couple of months ago.
Well, I didn't know he was a guy until this weekend.
A lot of people are upset with Jay-Z. You know, Jay-Z does the entertainment part of the Super Bowl. A lot of people are mad about Bad Bunny being an entertainer. He's 31 years old. He doesn't have a record in English. So it's all Latino music or Puerto Rican or where that's what his
Spanish,
Spanish.
Yeah.
His ethnic is Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't have a song, but he's doing the Super Bowl.
Is he on Jay-Z's label?
I don't think so. Here's the thing with me. I don't care who does the Super Bowl halftime.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's America. Let them do it. I mean, people have their preference.
Yes.
People been through rap. People been through
pop,
rock,
country.
Let people enjoy themselves and stop trying to mess it up for the people who probably like his music. Now, here's what DJ Vlad had to say. You know who DJ Vlad is, Bock?
I do not.
Okay, he's not even a DJ to me. He's just a guy who be on the internet doing a lot of stuff. Here's DJ Vlad. Bad Bunny headlining the Super Bowl is strange to me. I'm glad he's getting such a huge opportunity, but none of his songs are in English. And I don't speak English. Most of the audience at the Super Bowl won't speak English.
Speak Spanish.
They won't be speak Spanish. Speak Spanish.
My bad. Only 14%. See, that's the energy drink Jake gave me. Cranium.
Energy drink?
Energy drink called Cranium.
And you drank it?
Yeah. I'm about to jump off a wall in a minute. But
no wonder your speech is slurring.
Only 14% of Americans speak Spanish, so most of the TV audience won't know or understand his songs either. I can see him doing a major event like FIFA or the World Cup, where there is a massive Spanish audience. But the Super Bowl doesn't make sense. It seems like the NFL is trying to expand its Latino audience at the expense of its existing fans.
They're going to put the caption on the screen.
I don't care. I'm not even a halftime watcher that much. I mean, last year I did watch it because it was Kendrick Lamar. I just wanted to see the Drake diss, see what he's going to do that song.
He did.
And he did.
And he did it.
But, it doesn't matter who does the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. People only care about
commercials in the game.
Now, here's Eric. 100% chance that Farley thought Bad Bunny was a stripper.
Yes, I agree with you.
No,
even.
It's what all the things on TV. Bad Bunny. First thought in my mind, must be a bad girl.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Bad Bunny.
True.
But it turns out, what do they call the male bunnies, Bock?
I don't know. Is there such a
Bad Bunny?
hair? I don't know. Apparently, the name Bad Bunny comes from a childhood photograph of him wearing a bunny costume with a grumpy expression. So he made that into a Twitter account, and then it just kind of got popular from there. Does that make it better?
No.
I'm looking up a male bunny to see if that's the thing.
It makes it worse, Bob. Because, because I just, only thing I like about bunnies is when you ever seen the movie Hop?
Yes.
You see the movie Hop, Bob?
I've heard of it. I did never sit down and watch it.
That was a great bunny movie.
That was a good bunny movie.
That was a great guy bunny movie.
Bugs Bunny.
No, Hop.
Yeah, Bugs
Bunny.
Not Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Well,
how was Hop a good movie? It had to last okay, well, it's at least, I thought it was a live action bunny movie.
Hop is a bunny movie.
What's the bunny have a problem in his life?
He's here to save Easter.
Oh, he's got to save Easter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fair, yeah. That's fair,
I think the guy who played with Adam Sandler, who played in all his movies, the guy, I forgot his name, but he played the role of the bunny.
The bunny.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Cletenio Jones says, Bad Bunny wears dresses a lot, if that helps.
That does not help.
I've seen him in one. I wasn't going to bring that up. But,
So have you been doing a lot of research to figure out have you listened to some of the music?
I do not listen to other kind of music, Bob.
Where you don't understand the lyrics.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
I can't.
What music do you listen to?
I'm still old school.
So R&B?
Nah,
What?
old school rap. I still listen to Player Fly, Tommy Wright.
So you don't have no R&B in your life?
Not till I feel like it.
Oh, okay.
You know, I might get one of those good drives. I got about 45 minutes. I might put on a little Bobby Brown.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Bobby Brown type of guy. It's my prerogative. You know,
you got that right. It's definitely your prerogative.
I'm a Bobby Brown fan. Who do you like?
Babyface.
Gerald
Levert.
Yeah.
Boys to Men.
Yeah.
Brian McKnight.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah.
I listened to Keith Sweat about 3 weeks ago. About 10 of his songs. He's got 30, 40 that you can roll on down the road with.
Yes, you can.
But I listened to quite a few. All right, last night game, man. We seen the injury to Tyreek. Jake Sorensen team won their first game, but you lose your best player. I think when we see things like that on TV, they got to censor things out like that. I know that, you know, it's gruesome when we have to watch it from a TV perspective because, you know, when we watch these scary movies now, they're getting worse and worse and worse. So, you know, they have no filter on TV. So I just think last night was a little too much when they showed that part. But he tore more than just his ACL. He dislocated his knee, MCL, what is it?
ACL, MCL, PCL.
Yeah, he tore it off.
Career
might be done.
No, the crazy thing is you saw him smiling going off the field. So I was sitting out front waiting to come inside. There's a video of him in the back of an ambulance, smiling in the ambulance and recording himself or talking to whoever he was talking to on his phone in the back of the ambulance. So he's in great spirits. I mean, I think, like you said, it's going to be a long, hard road of recovery for him, but I think he's going to be a guy that's going to attack it head on. He'll be all right.
Yeah. Cranium and Red Bull today, Bob. Mixed together.
Oh, you're mixing those drinks.
That's why you couldn't see that phone.
Goodness.
I might tackle Kenny Will.
No, you ain't.
I'm break.
No, you ain't. I'm sitting in this chair.
All right, guys. NFL, man. To me, NFL's having a down year to me. When I talk about a down year, because college football is ruling everything about football right about now.
Well, I think it's always been that way with college football. College football is more exciting, just as well as college basketball is more exciting than NBA until playoff time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I think the excitement and because the fan bases of the colleges are more. Because if you look at some of those NFL stadiums, those stadiums are half empty. You know what I mean? So you watch the Titans, their stadiums half empty.
Oh, they're terrible. You ever seen the End Zone Boys?
You heard what Cam Ward said.
Yeah, you ever seen the End Zone Boys? Look the End Zone Boys up on TikTok. They're the biggest fans of the Titans. And they give them boys hell on the sideline. They're in the back of the end zone to the opposing team.
Ooh.
And they take them up through there. If you ever have a chance, look up the End Zone Boys.
I'll look it up on
The End Zone Boys.
The End Zone Boys.
Yeah, I turned Octavius McFarland onto it. He probably looked at all 1,000 clips the other day when we was sitting in the truck. But when I talk about the NFL, man, this early in the season, you don't got two undefeated teams. Buffalo Bill and the Philadelphia. When you look at the records in the AFC, only 6 teams has winning records. Buffalo 4-1, Pittsburgh 3-1, Indy 3-1, Jacksonville 3-1, and the Chargers 3-1. Now,
there's 2 surprises: Jacksonville and Indy.
Yeah, Jacksonville and Indy are the surprises. But when you take on the other side, you look at teams that made the playoffs last year: Baltimore Ravens 1-3,
injuries.
Texans 1-3.
I don't know what their problem is.
When you look at the AFC, Philly 4-0, Detroit 3-1, Green Bay 2-1-1, Tampa 3-1, San Fran 3-1, Seattle 3-1, Rams 3-1.
Parity in that conference.
Yeah, I mean it's just not a great to start for me. The start of the NFL is not a great one for me, Bob.
Well, let me ask you this, because I get kind of frustrated about this one way or the other, Kenny. Overtime ends in a tie with Packers and the Cowboys. Why are we still doing this? Isn't there? Haven't we figured out that you want to? If you go into a game, you spend all that money. I mean, nobody wants to leave in a tie. You just kind of walk away. So what did we do here? Most every sport's kind of figured it out. They have different rules for the playoffs where they can figure out, a winner that way. Why we still have ties in the NFL?
I have no idea why they're still having ties, because if you watched it, they changed the rule for each team to have a possession, regardless. But you only get 10 minutes. I say after that 10 minutes, if we're still at a tie, do like the college rules, put it at the 25-yard line, each team get a possession and see where it happens. But I did not like the fact that the Cowboys tied with Green Bay.
I think there should be some type of like college rule.
That's what I'm saying.
Go down there and see who scores. If you can't figure it out, go for 2 at the end of each touchdown. And then let's figure it out, because just like the Florida State game the other day, that was a great game.
The Tennessee game.
Yeah. That was a great game. I mean, when you look at now, Kenny, did you see the Florida State game?
Yes, I did.
Have you ever seen people rush the field like that?
I have.
Kenny, soon that guy came down.
The first guy that they put the camera on, who had his cell phone video on, and he threw up the middle finger.
Watch your finger.
Yeah, he threw up the middle finger.
Yeah.
That was just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, I think that's disrespectful. That's why fans get knocked out. But not saying it. No. I'm not saying it like that.
Yeah.
But when you invade somebody's space,
and
you're not even supposed to be there, this is what happens when you have no security or no.
Well, if you watch the fourth quarter, they were already coming down to storm the field.
They was ready.
Oh, yeah.
They were ready.
They was ready.
So security should have been coming that way anyway.
Well, they protected the field goal post.
What?
They protected the field goal post.
Yeah, they made sure they weren't going to get the field goal post.
Yeah.
That's what security was worried about.
So watching that guy run past, I think it was the quarterback he ran past and flipped quarterback.
Yeah. Thomas Castellanos.
Yeah, he ran past and did what he did to him.
Been a different story if he chased him.
It brought me back to a memory of a Nebraska player in Columbia. Remember that, Bock?
Oh yeah, yep.
What happened in Columbia?
Ooh,
there was an incident where a fan approached a Husker player and he socked him.
This was Missouri.
Yes.
Yep.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's bad.
Yeah. So, but again, that I think that kid is dead wrong. I think he should be he should be banned.
I think the whole situation was wrong. I mean, I don't fault them for running on the field, but you gotta leave the other players alone.
Go to your team.
Run on their sideline till let those guys get off the field.
Get off the field.
It could have been something different, Bob. I mean, you're already mad. You're number 8. You lost to a non-ranked team, and now you got to be heckled by fans. I can tell you some of the fondest memories of games we was talked to so bad. K-State. I just came back from suspension. I was running. Hey, Bock, I was warming up. Here, guy. Hey, Farley, let's go to the bar. I was like, wow. You know what I did that game, Bock? Block the kick. Not even block the kick. Tackle the kicker. Sack on the first down on first play of the game. 8 tackles.
You spoke with your pads in your play. You didn't have to do anything else.
Colorado, I was abused by a guy the whole game. Didn't know why. Till he took his glasses off, Bob. He had sunshades on. His eyes was bloodshot red. Looked like he drunk a whole liter on the sideline. just talk smack the whole game until we told him to look at the scoreboard. 40 something to 20. But fans do abuse the narrative sometimes when they talk to players crazy, especially when you get close up on them. Now that's a trap.
That's all.
That's
it
a trap
is.
for a player. That's a trap.
That's
for a
all
player.
it is a trap.
Because if a player do
say something or do anything, there's camera
then,
phones, and
then they look like the bad guy because they can say, "Oh, poor sportsmanship," because they couldn't control themselves. No, control your fans to stay on their side. Give Florida State a chance to walk off the field, get off the field before anything.
I'll give you another example. We're playing Iowa Bows last year, and we came back and won that one. Well, those fans started talking crazy, and I'm pulling guys by their pants to get off the bench from trying to climb over the bench. I'm like, no, don't do it. Oh yeah, it was crazy. There was some crazy stuff said that game.
Oh, I've been said. I've been called everything.
It's hard to keep your composure But you got to know going into it that there's going to be some things said that, like my mom always says, sticks and stone will break your bones, words will never hurt you.
Yeah.
So don't fall for that trap. But they try to get Randy right off the rip, Randy Gregory right off the rip.
Yeah.
Oh, they try to get him right off the rip. So
I mean, it's players on the field that say the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
you ignore those type of guys, and you just embarrass them in a different kind of way,
like you did, block the punt.
Yeah, I love to talk. I talk with the best of them, but I don't let it get over my head. You still have to play the play. Me talking is trying to distract them, not them distracting me. So there's a lot of different things. Bock, somebody says, Bock, show them the entrance in Puerto Rico for WWE, one of the best ever, like a concert. Did you ever see that?
Yeah. So Bad Bunny was actually has.
We got to change his name.
He spent some time.
we got to change his guy. He's got to be Burt Bunny or Brown Bunny or something like that.
That's that man's name, man.
Bad Bunny is just
It's world known now. I mean, he's doing the Super Bowl. We can't change his name.
So I should change my name to Super Husker, huh?
No.
Would that be a
might work? I don't know.
It might work. You never know.
What's a Super Husker to you? What's a Super Husker?
No, what's your reasoning behind this man can't call himself Bad Bunny?
It doesn't sound right. It's bad when you say Bad Bunny. I imagine a female, not a guy.
Well, you gotta accept.
It's like a Bad Bunny. You see a female in a little bunny outfit.
What if it was like Evil Bunny? Just think of it that way.
Yeah,
Evil Bunny. Could
so
be
you can say Evil Bunny instead of saying Bad Bunny. There you go.
I don't want to call a guy Bunny. First of all, can I just call him BB?
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
BB.
Well, the rapper / whatever BB. I guess we can do that.
Yeah.
He was, but he did. He actually did a little bit of WWE. He's actually pretty good. Usually they bring in celebrities that are not very good at wrestling. He actually can do some high flying stuff.
What did he wear, Bob?
I don't remember. It wasn't bad because I don't remember it. But his home nation or home state of Puerto Rico, they went crazy when he went out there. Like he's so. I mean, he looks like he could run for president there. Or whatever.
Are you a wrestling guy, Kenny?
Used to be.
Used to be.
Who's
your favorite wrestler?
I'm a back in the day guy. Iceman, King, Parson, the Von Erich brothers.
Who is
See what I'm saying?
King
See, you don't know it. The Von Erich brothers, David, Kerry, Kevin, Keith.
I remember them.
Yeah, so that's me.
They all deceased. The Von Erichs happened at one bad time when all of them start falling off.
Yeah, but that's who I like.
Who's your favorite of all time?
Either Stone Cold or The Rock.
You're good. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. I like that. I was telling Bock a story when I was in Canada that I had a action figure. Some people call it doll.
You mad at this man for calling himself Bad Bunny, but you walking around with a grown man with an action figure?
He was an action figure.
What action figure was it?
But his name wasn't Bad Bunny. His name was Stone Cold. So
okay, Stone Cold was a good one.
So I had an action figure that was probably 2 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold. I used to come to practice every day. I was like, why is Stone Cold taped to the field goal post every day? They do this to make me mad.
So they took
my action figure
and taped it to the goal post?
Out of my locker.
They was trying to tell you a grown man shouldn't have that in his locker.
I had Stone Cold 316 shirts every day I used to wear, sleeves cut off, 10 different shirts. When Stone Cold was the hottest.
Can't go wrong with that.
Favorite rapper, my favorite wrestler of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes. Bob, who's yours?
Favorite wrestler? That's tough. Maybe I still, who's still wrestling? Rey Mysterio. I like
Rey Mysterio. He's
like
fun. 50, ain't he?
Yeah, I mean he's old, but he's still high flying.
He was fighting his son one time too, wasn't he?
Yeah, his son Dominic fights now.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Gold Dust. You know who Gold Dust's son is?
I do not.
That's Dusty Rhodes' son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. For real.
And Cody Rhodes, Dusty's son, is like the best wrestler in the world. They're top guy right now.
I did hear that. I did hear that one.
I'm gonna change your football now. You're not KW no more. Your football name is Red Dust.
No.
Red dust on the field.
Why red dust? Boy, you so much. Yeah, no more of that.
Yeah.
No more of that.
This
No
is
more
when
of
he
this.
combines energy
Yeah.
drinks here.
This is like the most.
You drinking super unleaded right now.
I'm drinking premium.
That too.
This is premium. Boy, what I wouldn't wish to be at home right now, Call of Duty, with some of this in my system. 93.7 The Ticket. Bock and the Black Shirt. We're going to talk some football when we come back. 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O, sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking top models from Can-Am, Kawasaki, Honda, Polaris, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycle, Sea-Doo, and Triton trailers. Score big on our massive selection of Can-Am side-by-sides with rebates up to $3,000 on select in-stock models. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for football season.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Football game days are fun for the whole family, but not every child is ready for 4 quarters in the stadium. That's why the Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates for kids ages 5 to 12. While you enjoy the game, your kids enjoy their own adventure at the museum, conveniently located just steps from the stadium. Registration required. And the fun isn't just on game days. The museum is open 6 days a week with 3 floors of hands-on play and activities. Out-of-town families, make the most of your weekend in Lincoln. Visit LincolnChildren'sMuseum.org.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevenson Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevenson Smith Construction slams expectations. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All right. Before we start, Bob, I got to answer this question. Augie says, 2 foot tall isn't an action figure in Blackshirt. That's a doll.
He's got a point.
He doesn't have a point.
There's a Chucky doll about that tall also.
You don't have a point either, kid.
Is he like plastic or is he?
No, Bob, just look up.
Uh-oh.
I asked AI, can an action figure be 2 foot? Yes, an action figure can be 2 foot tall. There are many examples of large 2 foot tall action figures, such as Fisher-Price, Darth Vader, the WWE Hulk figure. And a 2 foot tall figure represents a 1/3 scale relevant to 6 foot human. So yes.
Okay, we correct. I didn't say you couldn't have it.
I'm just saying.
I just said no grown man should have it.
Here's Eric. One day Eric is gonna try to type something into 93.7 The Ticket, and he won't be able to get through. But because guess what? I'm gonna be the first person to block Eric. Here's Eric response. Ha ha ha. Farley plays with dolls. That was in 1998, Eric. It's 2025 now. Thank you very much. All right, guys, let's go through best games last week. Kenny, I know we didn't talk. Bock, let's go through the records again that happened over the weekend that we picked to let Kenny know how everything is going now.
Yeah, Terrell's bringing that up because he had a great week and he went 9-3 of our 12 picks.
Okay, last week I went what? 8-2.
He's been doing pretty well.
The last 2 weeks. That means I spared y'all for the first 3 weeks of football, Bob.
Yeah, he's doing well. So overall, he's 34-21. The text line also 34-21. I'm a game behind at 33-22. But I did win last year, so I'm gonna keep
up. They had a 5-game lead on me.
So you came back this weekend?
Yeah, chomping away.
But he did pick his Bulldogs, and they went down.
Trust me, I hit him up. He didn't respond.
You know, when we talk about games like this, and I can honestly say that Alabama wanted it more than Georgia wanted it. I mean, that's one of the cases where they wasn't fully prepared like they thought they should be, but I think they got outplayed in every phase of the game.
I don't know if it wasn't fully prepared. I think they just got outplayed at that moment.
Yeah.
Because both of those teams were playing hard, but Alabama consistently first down 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, they bullied that defensive line.
So they won at the line of scrimmage. So I think at that day it was Alabama's day, and I think Florida State, with Tony White as a defense coordinator, going to make some adjustments and bounce back this week.
Yeah, same thing with Georgia. I think that bye week Kirby will take them through the ringers like they've never been. I mean, I hope Nebraska did the same thing over our bye week is to make them to practice the piss out of them. I mean, you got to get these players back focused when we talk about bye weeks and things like that. Now you got a team that's also coming off a bye week, and it makes this thing interesting because could really turn out to be a great game.
Mhm.
11 point spread is the 11 points for the point spread. But at the same time, Nebraska still has a long way to go, and this is the week to show them what progress you made during your bye week.
Totally agree with that. I mean, you've had 2 weeks now to prepare, correct your mistakes, get good at something that you can hang your hat on both sides of the ball and on special teams.
All right, how many undefeated teams in Division I football, Bob? Can you name them? Don't you look at that.
I'm looking it up, yeah.
Don't you look at that, Bob. See,
You cheating, you got it on.
No, Bob got the question is for Bob and you. So I'm going to look and mark it off.
It was 8 last week, right?
No, it's 21.
It was 21 last week?
Yeah, it was more than that.
That's a lot of them. Let's go with 9. Is there 9 of them?
I'm going to say 12. Because Penn State lost. Florida State lost. Georgia lost. Why you got that? How many?
How many teams in Division I?
You said 21 last week.
We just made our guesses. 9
It was like 24 last week.
So I said 12.
It's 21 this week.
Still?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Florida State.
And
Penn
you want us
State.
to name them all? We can name all of
Yeah.
them.
I'm going to name them for you. All right, give me
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Bam.
There we go.
Oregon.
Okay. You take the easy route out.
No, I'm just going from the,
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Okay, those are Big 12s.
Help them out, text line. Help them out. Help them out. They're not going to get all 21.
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Indiana.
Indiana.
Is y'all just going to go all Big Ten teams?
Well,
like, wow.
We're going through our conferences right now. Texas A&M, Oklahoma.
Texas A&M. Oklahoma. All right.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Vandy.
Vandy. Good job, Kenny.
The ACC's got to have some.
Help them out, text line.
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
We said Miami already, didn't we?
Nope. Miami.
Okay, Miami's in there.
It's right, Miami.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 3 of them in.
There's another one.
There's 3 of them in the ACC. I'm giving you out too many.
Oh man. I think
Georgia Tech, Miami.
Louisville.
Oh, good job, Bob.
Yeah.
I helped you out with that one, though. I gave
Yeah,
you
you helped
kind
a
of
little hint there. Yeah.
Riddle me there. Maryland, you're right, Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, we go to.
Yeah, you got Washington this week. That should be good.
Yeah, it will be.
That's about all. Is there other obvious ones?
East Carolina. They're not Division I.
Yeah, they are.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They're not on my list. Who's the team with the Green Eagle?
That's
North Texas.
North Texas.
North Texas. Okay. Navy.
Oh, I was thinking of Army. Yeah, Navy.
Houston.
Houston's still in the field. Okay.
BYU.
Oh, that's right. They came back and beat Colorado.
UNLV.
Oh,
I almost said UNLV.
Dan Mullen.
Memphis.
Man, there's a lot of Group of 5 teams still out there.
Missouri.
Yeah.
But they ain't played nobody yet.
Are you supposed to represent?
No, I ain't gonna happen. Not with them.
Why not?
They didn't recruit me. That's why I had 2 interceptions.
Do you think I hate Georgia because they didn't recruit me?
That's because that's you in Georgia.
Coming out of JUCO.
That's you in Georgia.
You didn't even get an offer out of JUCO?
No. That's why I said.
But
no walk on, nothing like that?
Man, if you think I would have walked on in Mizzou, you
I
lost
know, but
your
did
mind.
they call or something?
Slap yourself, Bob.
Let's say this. Say you
They never called you? They never sent a letter, nothing?
No.
You coming out of JUCO. Missouri offer you, Nebraska offer you. Where you going?
Nebraska.
Okay, then. So why you want Missouri to?
I didn't want them to, but
yeah,
they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't have a chance.
They didn't give themselves a chance.
Yeah, it's just like Cincinnati. When I came out of junior college, Cincinnati wrote me every week. Every day I was getting handwritten letters from Cincinnati. Oh, we're excited for you to come on your visit. Oh, this and that. Then Nebraska call. I commit on the phone. I didn't take a visit.
Sorry, Cincinnati.
Gruden did the same thing with me. And he was at Pacific.
He's trying to get you there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Gruden was at Pacific?
Yeah.
How long he was at Pacific?
I don't know, but that next year he left. Went to Green Bay.
Yeah.
He almost got me to University Pacific. Then he jumped ship.
Man, that was a young Gruden, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, so 1989 he was at Pacific.
1989.
Dang.
He recruited me.
Who did?
Gruden.
Gruden's that? Yeah, Gruden's like 62.
Yep.
Would you like to see Gruden coach college?
Ooh.
Would you, Bock?
Oh, yeah. I mean, entertainment purposes, absolutely.
Virginia? Well, no,
he's not Virginia. You talking about Virginia Tech?
No, what? Virginia Tech would be a good job for him in that atmosphere. Arkansas?
Oh, I don't think he can take his antics to the SEC.
He want to coach at the SEC. That's where he want to coach at.
Well, he would Florida, maybe.
Yeah, Florida, that'd be entertaining.
Yeah, it'd be entertaining. I just watched The Swamp on Netflix.
I ain't watched that.
Man, it's good.
Yeah. That's like us trying to do one in the 90s.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
It will never happen.
They tried to, but we didn't want to do it.
No, it ain't going to happen.
All right, let's go to break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some quarterback play. Who's leading the Heisman so far in this early 5-week football season? 93.7 The Ticket. Bock and the Blackshirt and Kenny Will Hype Tuesday. Here, live at The Ticket.
Hi, I'm Sarai, your personal banker here at Midwest Bank. I'm proud to serve our community in English and in Espanol because everyone deserves a banker who understands them. This Hispanic Heritage Month, we're celebrating the traditions, values, and dreams that make our community strong. Whether you're opening your first account, planning for the future, or growing your business, estoy aquí para ayudarle a alcanzar sus metas. I'm here to help you reach your goals. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Football game days are fun for the whole family, but not every child is ready for 4 quarters in the stadium. That's why the Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates for kids ages 5 to 12. While you enjoy the game, your kids enjoy their own adventure at the museum, conveniently located just steps from the stadium. Registration required. And the fun isn't just on game days. The museum is open 6 days a week with 3 floors of hands-on play and activities. Out-of-town families, make the most of your weekend in Lincoln. Visit lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
Advanced Medical Imaging is hosting their 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk on October 11th at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. Hear inspiring stories from survivors, enjoy local food truck vendors, a live DJ, and other family-friendly activities as we unite to bring awareness about breast cancer. Check-in begins at 8:30 a.m. with the walk starting at 9. Register your team today for Advanced Medical Imaging's 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk online at amimaging.com. Let's walk for those we've lost, for those still fighting, and for a future without breast cancer.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show Sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance.
Are you ready to transform your body and your life in just 10 weeks? At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, our kickboxing challenge combines heart-pumping cardio, strength training, and proven nutrition coaching to deliver real results. Lose fat, gain strength, and feel more confident than ever. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Join the next Farrell's 10-week challenge starting October 11th and take the first swing towards a healthier, stronger you. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, results, not excuses. Join today, fxblincoln.com. That's fxblincoln.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
I love Nebraska Pick 3. It's the Nebraska Lottery's very best game, and nothing could ever change my mind. What if I told you there's now a Nebraska Pick 4? Say what? It costs just $1 to play. There's a $6,000 top prize with drawings every day, and you could choose from 6 different bet types. What would you say to that? I love Nebraska Pick 4. It's the Nebraska Lottery's very best game, and nothing could ever change my mind. Thought so. Straight bet top prize odds 1 in 10,000.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. Bock and the Blackshirt here with Kenny Will Height Tuesday is what we call it at 93.7 The Ticket. All right, guys, I'm going to go over the quarterback list. There's 25 quarterbacks on here. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Let me know, Bob. All right. They got a quarterback rankings. Number 1, Bob, Sawyer Robertson, Baylor. Number 2, I'm going to read the 5 off first, Bob. I'll let you top 5. Sawyer Robertson, Dante Moore, Fernando Mendoza, Diego Pavier, Carson Beck. Is it any 5 better than those 5 right there, Bob?
Well, that's a pretty good group. I think, we're early on in the college football season. We're seeing names kind of jump in and out based on big names, or big games, I should say. So I wouldn't say that's probably how we're going to definitively end it at this point, but I think those are some solid names to begin with.
All right, Bob. Next one. Chandler Morris, Jaden Malvo, Ty Simpson, Joey Aguilar, Jalen Daniels. Anything wrong with those 5?
Not necessarily. I just don't know if Jalen Daniels, I'm kind of surprised he's that high up, but that's fine.
All right. Now this guy right here is not even the starter, but he's on the list. Trinidad Chamberlain.
Wow.
Ole Miss
quarterback, yeah.
He's good.
He is good.
He's good to be the backup.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see that starter coming back trying to take that position. I mean, that's one of those things where that's like a Brooke and Tommy thing that you decide. But, you have to figure out who's going to lead your team the best. And I think that Chambers guy give them the right thing. Now, Chamberlain, Julius saying, Josh Hoover, Haynes King, and C.J. Carr.
Okay, good group.
Luke Altmaier, Sam Levitt, Marcel's Reed, Tommy Castanona, Desmond Williams Jr., Dylan Riola as at 25.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. It's crazy when you look up the stats of all these guys because they've been able to pad their stats a little bit against some of the lesser teams. There's a lot of really impressive stats out there, so it's interesting to kind of break that down. Specifically, even for this upcoming week, we all know Nebraska's Dylan Raiola had that 13-11 touchdown to interception ratio, and he's been able to bounce back. Aiden Childs had the same thing, 13 touchdowns, 11 picks last year. I think he's at like 9 touchdowns and 1 pick so far this year. It's just a lot of really good stats, again, to iron through. And some of those guys, I stand corrected. I look at Jalen Daniels. He had 16 touchdowns and 2 picks. I kind of thought, okay, they've lost a few times. Well, it hasn't been on him. And same thing with Sawyer Robertson. I was surprised he's at the top, but he has 17 touchdowns, 3 picks. Baylor has dropped a few games. But
who's the best quarterback in the Big Ten, Bob? You would say.
Again, it's tough. I think Dante Moore and Mendoza probably have the argument right now because of the recency bias and what have they done for you lately, right? So I mean, I think I'd probably lean in that direction.
Give me your Kenny.
I like Altmaier too.
Give me your top 5 quarterbacks in the Big Ten right now.
Well, the 3 he said, Altmaier, and then I'd put Dylan at number 5.
You put Dylan at number 5? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking probably Dante Moore, Mendoza, the quarterback from USC.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Sayings, and then probably
I'd say Dylan would be 5 or 6.
Yeah,
he'd be right at in between 5 and 6. Yep.
Bock.
Yeah, I was trying to look through here and see if like statistically you could find there. I think that's probably fair. Dante Moore, Mayava, Mendoza, Altmaier. I think Saying still needs to prove a little bit more. Obviously, he's got some talent around him. That helps too. Devon Williams might have an argument at Washington, but they just kind of had they didn't show out too much against Ohio State. So yeah, I mean, and Drew Eller is always going to be knocking on the door. He's at the beginning of the year, we thought he was the number 1 guy. He's fallen off a little bit, but he's still a good prospect.
All right, these are the guys for the offensive player of the year right now so far through week 5. Big Ten. Dante Moore, Jeremiah Smith, Fernando Mendoza, Julius Saying, Jada Mavo, Dylan Riola's at number 6. Malik Lemons, Desmond Williams Jr., Justice Hayes, Luke Altmaier, Omar Cooper Jr., and Antoine Raymond. Any doubt about that list, Bob?
No, not necessarily. I just, again, going through these numbers of these quarterbacks, it's crazy just to think where they're at. So Mendoza is 16 touchdowns, 1 pick. I mean, that's a season's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Dante Moore is at 14 touchdowns, 1 pick. Jaden Mayava, 11 touchdowns and 1 pick. We know Dylan Raiola at 11 and 1. Julian Saynes has 10 and 3. Ethan Kaliak-Manis even has 9 and 2. I mentioned Aiden Childs at 9 and 1. Malik Washington, the standout freshman from Maryland. If he's not top 5, he'll be moving up there as his career progresses. 8 touchdowns to 1 pick. There's a lot of big numbers.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys that, I mean, if you look at even the rushing thing, Bock, it's getting kind of good right there. Let me see.
Well, you got the Penn State 2 running backs. You got Michigan 2 running backs.
Well, the Michigan 1 running back is the one that
1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes down, I don't think they're worried. But Justice Haynes is.
Yes, they're not worried.
That stood out.
Yes.
If you look at kind of leading over there, Wayman James over at SC also has 537 yards, along with Justice Haynes, 537.
Who's leading, Bob?
Well, they're tied for the lead, though. Justice Haynes has 1 less game than Wayman Jordan. So
how many Wayman Jordan has?
USC's played 5 and Michigan's played 4.
And I've watched USC. That he is really, really good.
Yeah, that's a speedy guy.
Man,
did you watch that game over the weekend?
Yes, and he can make you miss too.
Yeah, I picked Illinois.
Bruh, you did not.
Okay.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Good job.
I picked Illinois. I picked Arizona State. I picked what other sleek game did I get, Bob? Ole Miss.
Pull it up here.
I picked. Yeah, there was like 3 good upsets right there.
That was a good bounce back game for Illinois after giving up that many points.
Oh
to
yeah,
Indiana.
oh yeah.
For them to bounce back.
You know what game I'm looking forward to? I think they play next weekend. Indiana plays. Is it Penn State?
I think is it Oregon?
Oregon.
Yeah. That's gonna be.
That may be a shootout.
Yeah.
That may be a shootout.
I don't know. After watching Indiana versus Iowa over the weekend, that 20-15, that was a good game.
Everybody keeps trying to don't kill me for this, but Iowa's a system team. They are a system team, offensively and defensively. So they're going to try to keep it close as possible, but I think they just got out athleted late in the game. But yeah, they're going to always play hard. They're going to always do things, especially on special teams. Their special teams is really good. So if you don't watch out for them on special teams, you're going to be in trouble.
What did you think? Did you see the decision to bring the quarterback back to the end zone and take a safety instead of risking giving up 7 somewhere on the play? He ran like 30 yards back. I don't even know how much it was. I don't know if you saw the end of that game.
I did not see the end of it, but running 30 yards back, I don't agree with it. If you backed up and you got the ball on your 2-yard line or your 5-yard line, I think about doing it.
Yeah. It was weird. They were just trying to run out the clock. They did, but it was 20-13. He ran all the way to the end zone and took the safety. There's an Iowa defender right there that could, who knows what could have happened.
Yeah.
All right, 93.7 The Ticket, Bock and the Blackshirt. Next coming up, we're going to listen to some coaches break it down from this weekend. 93.7 The Ticket, Bock and the Blackshirt.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O, sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Advanced Medical Imaging is hosting their 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk on October 11th at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. Hear inspiring stories from survivors, enjoy local food truck vendors, a live DJ, and other family-friendly activities as we unite to bring awareness about breast cancer. Check-in begins at 8:30 a.m. with the walk starting at 9. Register your team today for Advanced Medical Imaging's 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk online at amimaging.com. Let's walk for those we've lost, for those still fighting, and for a future without breast cancer.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Austin Norman here. Join me and Jay Foreman for Old School, live from Cornhusker Bank at 83rd and O this Friday for their Customer Appreciation Tailgate Party. Larry the Cable Guy will join us during the show, and there's free food and refreshments. We'll be out there for the show starting at 3. You're invited to join us from 4 to 6 p.m. this Friday for Cornhusker Bank's Customer Appreciation Tailgate Party, only at Cornhusker Bank on 83rd and O. Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Hi, I'm Sarai, your personal banker here at Midwest Bank. I'm proud to serve our community in English and in Espanol because everyone deserves a banker who understands them. This Hispanic Heritage Month, we're celebrating the traditions, values, and dreams that make our community strong. Whether you're opening your first account, planning for the future, or growing your business, estoy aquí para ayudarle a alcanzar sus metas. I'm here to help you reach your goals. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you ready to transform your body and your life in just 10 weeks? At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, our kickboxing challenge combines heart-pumping cardio, strength training, and proven nutrition coaching to deliver real results. Lose fat, gain strength, and feel more confident than ever. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Join the next Farrell's 10-week challenge starting October 11th and take the first swing towards a healthier, stronger you. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, results, not excuses. Join today, fxblincoln.com. That's fxblincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Bock in the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bock in the Black Shirt with special guest Kenny Wilhite in the building. Now, we're going to go over some of the press conferences the offense and defensive coordinator gave us today. Bock, let's start it off early today.
All right, you want to go offense or defense?
Let's go defense, since we had that problem with defense last time. Let's go with defense first.
All right, we'll start off with Coach Butler on the challenges that Michigan State quarterback Aiden Childs presents?
I think he's a great athlete. He can throw in the pocket. He can throw on the move. He can run design. They have the quarterback draws that we've seen, out of Cincinnati and that we've seen out of Michigan. They have the same exact structure that we've seen. And then they run him a lot in the red zone. And then he takes off a lot just in scrambles. He's very difficult to tackle. You can see he's got strong lower body. And you can see he's a very, very, very good competitor, which, that's really what it comes down to in these games is the competitors stand out, the ones that aren't on your team, the ones that are on their team. And you can see that, much like Sorsby, when you see how well he's competed even after our game, those guys that have it in them and in their heart, and they're going to do whatever it takes to win. Those are the types of guys you have to make sure you're defending.
All right. When you look at a guy like Aiden Childs, who's 6'3", 225 pounds from Long Beach, California, 868 yards, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception. Mobile quarterback, Bock. One of the main kryptonite killers of Nebraska football. I mean, we seen that with Brandon Sorsby. We seen that with Underwood. Didn't have to do it as much as we thought he would because their running game was more superior than what we thought it was going to be. So now you got a guy who's in Aiden Childs to a Michigan State team who's only lost 1 game. Defense gives up a lot of yards in the air, but at the same time, their offense puts up a lot of numbers also.
Yeah, like he said, they've seen it with Cincinnati. They've seen it with Michigan. Now, this is number 3. Will they allow it to hurt them like it's hurt them in the Cincy game and the Michigan game?
Yeah, I should have it scouted by now, but Michigan. It's one thing to kind of be prepared for, but another thing to actually go out there and stop an athlete like Aiden Childs. They gave him, so far in the year, about 8 to 12 carries a game. So it's kind of, that's not all just him running from behind the pocket there. They're going to give him some design runs, like I said, going to give him some draws, and if they have some success in that category, maybe he could break it off. So far to this year. In 3 of their 4 games, he's ran at least one of them for 20 yards or at least 19 yards in this case. So he's got the potential definitely to hurt Nebraska. And then once you get kind of start worried about his rush, then he can kind of hurt you through the air. Like we've said, 9 touchdowns to 1 pick at this point in time, throwing his 2 touchdowns rushing. He's had a productive start to the season.
Yeah. Last game they played was USC on 9-20. Lost 45-31. He was 12 for 21 for 212 yards. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, was sacked twice. Been sacked 10 times total this season so far.
So they having O-line problems like we are, huh?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
Well, especially because their left tackle is going to be out this week. So that's going to be even worse. They haven't been the best at pass protection to as those points would indicate. But hopefully, Deshaun McCullough and Nebraska company can lick their chops right now because they're down a tackle too.
Eliminate the big plays, we'll win this game.
Yeah. I think what you do is you still need to rush on our rushing game. I mean, I think we don't need to abandon that as of not even for the whole season, but, just going off last game where they did give up, not saying our rushing game. I think we gave up on it a lot last week, the week before that, but you need to really establish a running game, especially in Big Ten play.
I've said that from day one. You have to be able to establish a run game that's going to set up your pass game even more. You think Dylan's throwing the ball well right now, but if you can establish some sort of run game in any game, it's going to help Dylan out a lot.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Coach Butler here. We heard about Aiden Childs. Here's just about the challenges the Michigan State offense overall will present Nebraska.
We work on tackling every single day, even when we're not in pads. So it's all about leverage, angles, and a lot of times the approach. So like too many of our guys at times, like we constantly are hitting them about we're breaking down too soon. And we're not minimizing the space. If you look at the big run that the running back from Michigan had the other day, I mean, yeah, Marquise was right there to make the tackle, but he broke down way too far. And what happens is you give an athlete a lot of space. He has the chance to make you miss inside or outside. So the next thing is we need to get more guys to the ball. So it's not just about one guy. Like if you look at that run, yeah, Marquise didn't make the tackle, but we have to get other guys getting off blocks. I mean, that was an 8-man front defense where we have every gap fitted. And sooner or later, you've got to be able to get off a block, make a play. do those types of things. But we've just got to keep emphasizing, keep showing them, being as positive with them as we can, and making sure that as we continue to move forward, the ones that are bought into getting off blocks, winning in their gaps, getting to the ball, tackling, that's the type of guys. And run defense is about an attitude. A lot of times pass defense is about scheme and structure, but run defense is about an attitude, winning in your gap, getting off a block, getting to the ball, being physical and tackling. So we've got to keep emphasizing that and making sure we're getting the right guys on the field to do that.
Man, when we talk about tackling, is it one of the blind spots that Nebraska misses every year for the last 6-7 years when we talk about tackling? I mean, it's an everyday thing. Even if you're in shoulder pads and helmets, you still thud. When he said that he ran up and out of position, I mean, yeah, if you break down 5 yards before the guy gets to you, I mean, you're not in. You put yourself in a no-win situation. You got to break down at least 2 yards before the guy even. I say 2 to 3 yard range when you get close enough to lower your body, make both of y'all agile, and just be able to. That's what I say. When I have to be a yard or 2 before I even think I can make the tackle, because that now I got to watch your hip movement and see what else you can do or how you break yourself down as a running back. You have to study things like that also.
Again, as a former, I wouldn't say former, but as a secondary coach, I watched that play, and I think Keith lost that battle at the snap. 1, his eyes were bad. 2, he stepped out when he shouldn't have because it was a run.
Yeah, he stepped to the side.
He stepped to his right.
He gave him a running room.
He stepped to his right off the back. He read the tackle. He's supposed to be reading the tackle for run pass. He read the tackle wrong. He stepped out. So that false step hurt him. And then when he came out at a bad angle, and like Coach Butler said, he broke down too soon. We always say suck that space up and then shoot your shot. Take out his right outside leg, and then you'll be fine. But, yeah, he broke down about 4 or 5 yards from that kid, and he gave him a little window to wiggle, and he missed the tackle.
Yeah, bad play. Next, Bock, you had.
All right, well, let's jump to this here. I think this is how do you not overreact to the big plays from the opponents?
Well, the bigs are happening when? In the run game. They're only happening in the run game. So it's very specific. It's not like they're running the ball for 50 yards and throwing the ball for 50 yards. So I think we have a good plan in terms of what we're doing when we think they're going to throw the ball. So we've got to solve the obvious, which is not just the run defense, but the explosive plays that we're giving up in the run defense. And really it comes down to guys being in their gaps, guys having the ability to get off blocks. Credit to the other team. I think I said this to you guys in the past, like I have to evaluate, can they block us? Can we tackle them? And I think through really the Cincinnati game and the Michigan game, because they're the two obviously comparable opponents in terms of talent similar to ours or better, you have to be able to evaluate. And right now we're getting blocked too much and we're not tackling them well enough. And we have to practice that. We have to emphasize that. At times, maybe, we got to put more guys in the box, which then, as you know, when it's 11 on 11 and the quarterback's running the ball, the more you put in the box, the more you make yourself susceptible to throws down the field. But we obviously have to address that because that's the elephant in the room. It's Captain Obvious can figure out that we're giving up too many explosive runs.
So he said a couple of key points. You got guys in the right gaps, right? You got guys doing what they're supposed to do. Sometimes it's not about X's and O's, it's about Jimmys and Joes. They had more Jimmys than we had that were able to sustain their block. When I say Jimmys, meaning better players at the point of attack. They were able to sustain their blocks, keep our guys from getting off of blocks, and that's how they were able to get big plays in the run game. Again, you can scheme all you want to. The physicality and the better players are going to win most of the time. You know what I mean? So scheme will help you, but if you have better players at the point of attack where the ball's going, you're going to win that every time.
Yeah, and the part that gets me is that, we've been successful against non-passing teams. Like, these are teams that don't pass the ball. Michigan didn't have to pass. When you talk about teams, yeah, your average should be great, but when you turn around to the rushing part, it gets bad. It gets now you're giving up what they two was it
like two? I don't know.
Two something rushing yards a game. That's unacceptable for Nebraska football. I mean, in any kind of way, you giving up 200 some yards rushing the game. That's bad in my opinion. And that it makes your passing part looks good because we haven't played that passing team yet.
No, we
haven't played a passing team yet. Sorsby is doing great now because it's Big 12.
Yes.
But at the same time, we shut them down, but they didn't. That wasn't a passing game for them. They wasn't a passing threat to us. They didn't have a great number one receiver to me, just like Michigan do. Michigan doesn't have a number one receiver.
They don't have a number one. They don't have that receiver they had in the past.
So when we play the teams like a Maryland or a
USC
or a Penn State, which is probably going to be rushing the ball even more than in what they show because they don't have a number one true receiver. But, that's rushing is the part we need to fix.
Yeah.
Rushing defense, by the way, giving up 173.5 per game. That's good for 108th in the nation. Obviously, in those two bigger games, Cincinnati ran for 200. Michigan almost ran for 300. So that's kind of where we got into our 200-something type of number. Interesting that the total defense overall giving up only 250 yards a game. That's 14th in the country. We all know pass defense number one. Getting to the point that he was kind of making, I wanted to ask you during the bye week, there's going to be certain matchups where you wouldn't do this, the USC's, Penn State's, but do you put more in the box? I mean, do you you got such a strength in pass defense, do you risk more passes downfield to try to stop the run?
Well, he said it in his press conference. They had 8 men in the box on that run play. They had 8.
So you can't stop 8 guys. 8 guys can't stop it.
Again, if it's hat on a hat, can we defeat that guy across from you? Are we talented enough to beat that guy across from you? And on that play, we weren't. If you got 8 in the box and you didn't win that play, on that play, that specific play, we weren't good enough athletically and physically. So you can put as many as you want in the box and not worry about a team passing on you. But if you can't win at the point of attack, you don't have a chance.
Bock, have you looked at Nebraska's schedule for 26?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Let me go over this because I just looked at this and I was like, woo, child. That's the schedule. Ohio University, first game. Bowling Green, second game. North Dakota's third game.
North Dakota that almost beat K-State. They were one play away from beating K-State.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now look at this, Bob. Indiana, Maryland, Ohio State, Washington, Illinois, Iowa, Michigan State, Oregon.
Good Lord. Goodness gracious.
That is a gauntlet.
That is a gauntlet.
Yeah. That doesn't look good.
Well, they better get better.
Yeah. You have to.
You got to get better.
You have to. And it starts next week trying to prove yourself wrong when you play a Michigan State team. All right, Bob, let's continue on.
All right, one thing that Nebraska has done well so far is taking the opposing tight end out of the game. He was asked about how they've been successful doing so.
Yeah, I think we've done a good job of taking all their pass catchers away. If you look at our statistics in that regard, I think we have guys that can challenge routes. I think you're not going to be a very good pass defense if you live in the zone coverage world. You'll probably get a couple more interceptions and maybe a couple more plays on the ball, but you have to be either a man coverage or a match coverage team. You have to be able to challenge routes with what you're doing systematically, make the quarterback, make it hard for him to throw into tighter windows, which we've been doing both against the tight ends, against the backs in the screen game, and against the wide receivers outside. Now those challenges are going to continue to present themselves as, we feel like that Michigan State's got some really good wideouts that have had some production in their career and a quarterback that can throw it. So I think this will be one of our biggest challenges in that regard. But I think it's just the mindset and the mentality of those players. They're not afraid to contest and challenge, and that's what you have to do. You have to make completions hard.
You took the tight ends out of the game. Who passed? Who's been passing?
I think what he's saying is they've matched up across the board with the teams that they've played as far as their receivers and their tight ends. They've matched up well. So that's why he was able to play a lot more man. You know what I mean? Like he said, you don't want to sit in zone and let a team eat you up. And you'll get more picks in zone than you would in man coverage. 9 times out of 10 you will. So, but I think what he's saying is they've been able to have matchups at the receiver and tight end where they've been able to cover those guys and not give up much success in the passing game.
And as we break down Michigan State here too, a lot of people know about Nick Marsh, their freshman phenom from last year. He's got 222 yards and 3 touchdowns so far. But the new name to look out for is Amari Kelly, the transfer in from originally at Auburn, then went to Middle Tennessee State last year, put up 869 yards. Now has 317 and a touchdowns, particularly dangerous as a punt returner as well. Averages about 20 yards per punt return there. As far as a tight end, they've got 2 tight ends that have combined for, one of them has 7 catches for 94 yards and 2 touchdowns. One has 8 for 74 and 8 touchdowns. So they're going to use them.
Longest pass play.
In general, Kelly has a 75-yarder. Marsh has a 41. McCray, their third leading receiver, has a 42. Tight ends, their longest is 28 and 23.
So that's going to be, I think if you look back on the 4 teams that they've played, I don't think across the board they've had that long of a pass plays by their receivers or tight ends.
Yeah, so it could be, like I said, that could be the challenge this week here.
Yep.
Let's go back to Butler here. He's talking about the use of Gabe Moore, maybe to kind of help with that pass rush, or excuse me, the rush defense.
As soon as we put him in practice, he's a player that's clearly obvious. Some guys you can figure it out right away. Everybody has to develop at their own pace, but he played for us a little bit in the spring and did some things that kind of was like, okay. And then he had a setback injury-wise, I think, over the summer related to his previous knee surgery that led to a hamstring or something of that nature. And he wasn't really able to get out with us. But once we put him back out there, there's a fact of football that big wins. If you're big inside and you're physical, you're going to be harder to block than a little guy. And so when you look at Gabe, he's a big human that plays a good pad level, still has a long way to go from a standpoint of just developing as a player in our scheme. But the second we put him in there, I think it was a 9-on-7, he made a couple plays. He was on a rep count. And then it became like, as soon as we can get him back where he can play 3 or 4 plays at a time, we're going to play him because he was going to help us. And I think he's a guy that if he continues to come along, will help us on first down, will help us in some of those rundowns, and allow us to stabilize ourselves in our run defense.
There you have it. Gabe Moore might be a name that they turn to on that defensive line a little bit. Another quote from him about how the attitude has changed since the Michigan loss. I get it to play here. 1 second with me. Bear with me.
I think maybe if I said that, you misinterpreted me. I don't think the attitude was in any way, shape, or form wrong. I think it's just, they presented us with some problems. The running back was a really good player. I think if you looked at him, I think he might be leading and one of the tops in the country in rushing. He's a big, strong, physical back. You mentioned the running back from Michigan State. And, a back that has power and has elusiveness and has the ability to hit the home run, they're tough to deal with. And that's just about us, again, getting more people around the ball and having more population. So if one guy misses, guys miss tackles all the time, but if one guy misses, somebody's got to be there to overlap and get him on the ground. And that's what we've got to really do a good job of. And what we've really been emphasizing is not just the tackling piece, but the population, getting more people to the ball.
You got to have hats to the ball. You have to, because if one guy missed and there's nobody else there, like you saw, it's going to be a home run. So get off blocks and get to the ball.
And Mekhi Frazier, the name to look out for Florida State, or excuse me, is for Michigan State as far as this week. 5'10", 220. So like you said, he's big enough he can run you down there a little bit. Yeah, 57 carries, 267 yards, and 2 touchdowns at this point, along of 28. One final comment from Coach Butler before we go to break. The development from the secondary this far.
Yeah, it's unfortunate with Malcolm right now. He's still trying to fight to get back on the field, and obviously he's made some big plays for us throughout his career last year and this year, specifically obviously in the Cincinnati game. But I think our depth in the secondary. You mentioned Rex. He's a developing young player that's playing a lot. You mentioned Donnie, a young player that's playing a lot and playing well for us. So that area really, while every area has to be an area of continued developing, we're not going to overreact and say because we're doing this in the run defense, we don't have to sacrifice time and let our pass defense and our pass rush falter. But, that's obviously an area of strength, both personnel wise and, systematically. So it's not a concern for us. We're happy with those guys' development. We just got to keep bringing those guys along.
From Coach Butler there.
what I like is they're getting younger guys playing time, getting reps, and learning. That's the only way they're going to get good, by reps.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We've got a lot more from Dana Holgerson to talk about and break down on the other side of Bock of the Blackshirt on a Kenny Will Height Tuesday at 93.7 The Ticket.
This just in, hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. We're raising the bar with these benches, and our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month, now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly cloudy skies. It'll be breezy, nothing higher on 82. Tonight, decreasing cloud cover with light winds, a low around 61. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warm with a high near 86. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Tune in every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. for The Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. The Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I love Nebraska Pick 3. It's the Nebraska Lottery's very best game, and nothing could ever change my mind. What if I told you there's now a Nebraska Pick 4? Say what? It costs just $1 to play. There's a $6,000 top prize with drawings every day, and you could choose from 6 different bet types. What would you say to that? I love Nebraska Pick 4. It's the Nebraska Lottery's very best game, and nothing could ever change my mind. Thought so. Straight bet top prize odds 1 in 10,000.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Tune in every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. for the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. The Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bock and the Blackshirt with Kenny Will Hyde. All right, Bock, it's on you, my man.
Yeah, we've got some Dana Holgerson coming up that we're going to review from his press conference. But first, I want to give everybody a chance to win $1,000 with the Cash Blitz keyword. It is time for $1,000 cash contest keyword. Text the word that I tell you into 508-777-1000 or head to our website, theticketfm.com, and click on the Cash Blitz to enter. I'll give you a second to pull out your phone or open the site as I run down our word for today. Okay, so today on Bock and the Blackshirt, the Cash Blitz keyword is coin. That's C-O-I-N, coin. And text that into 508-777-1000. Remember, every keyword you enter is another chance to win. One lucky listener will take home $1,000 tomorrow around noon. Don't wait. Get that keyword in now. All right, let's transition now from that back to Dana Holgerson and his press conference today as we get ready for Michigan State this upcoming week. Let's start with some of what he sees from Michigan State as we jump into this. So here it is: strength of players when the ball. Excuse me. Here is talking about the strong Michigan State defense.
Yeah, absolutely. That they're thick inside. Their backers are extremely active. You know, Five, the backer, I hate pinpointing one. I know both those guys. Five got booted, but he'll be back, and he's their best player, I think. You know, he's very, very, very active and is experienced. I know a couple of those other guys got hurt, but it's gonna be a test, man. I mean, every week in the Big Ten is gonna look the same.
They're still respecting the Michigan State defense here, as you would expect from the Nebraska offensive coordinator. Was asked as well with Michigan State about their red zone. It's a quick bite here.
Yeah, good team, big, physical. You know, it just, they look like a Big Ten football team to me. You know, and so they're big, they're physical, they do a lot of man stuff in the red zone. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to work on. Tomorrow's a big red zone day for us, and can't wait to get out there and practice it.
Yeah, not a good passing. Not good at defending the pass, but okay at the rush. I mean, okay at the run. Big physical team, like you said. Typical Big Ten team. Looking forward to this game. I want to see what Nebraska can do differently than what they did against Michigan, especially in the rushing game, trying to pile through that big front seven.
And he said they're pretty good in the red zone defense, and they play man in the red zone. So can we win the one-on-one battles on the outside?
Yeah, I think the key for the rest of the year is Ja'Cory Bonner. When you talk about this young man who probably started off a little slow the first game, but picked it up really the last couple of games, and he's probably the best offensive threat that we have right now besides Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had a big game against Michigan. Again, I want to use your secondary experience here, Kenny, to throw this back at you. When he's talking about man in the red zone, how many teams do that compared to zone? Why is that kind of unique in that he's bringing it up?
It's unique because if like you said, they're big up front. They got some big guys up front that they think they can get pressure with. So why not play man? If you don't think you can get pressure in the red zone, or you got the threat of the quarterback run, line up and play zone. Make sure y'all zone, but underneath the receivers. So the ball has to be thrown over your head. If you're playing zone in the red zone and you're behind the right wide receiver, they're just gonna post you up. So when you play zone in the red zone, you have to be underneath the receiver.
Yeah, that makes some sense. And is it just, with the shortening of the field, obviously, is that why is zone more popular, would you say, from defenses in the red zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched NFL last night, and a lot of teams were playing zone, and like you most of the time you're gonna get crossing routes, under routes, or smash route, which is a hitch by number one, a corner route by number two. That corner can fall off and pick the corner route.
Interesting stuff there. Let's jump back in with Holgerson, talking about this Michigan State game and some just overall about Nebraska as we look going here. Let's start with the pass and run game in the red zone. Now we're looking at Nebraska's red zone and what they've been doing so far.
Yeah, we gotta get better at it. It's not like we haven't emphasized it. We've emphasized it since the day that I got here. Is one of the first things that I pointed out that we needed to fix. This was game 10 last year, and so, it's a lot of things. We got to do a better job of scheming up runs. We got to do a better job of getting positive yards. We got to do a better job of obviously finishing, I've got to do a better job of more pass game stuff that puts the ball in Dylan's hands and not just one-on-one RPOs. That worked against Cincinnati. We caught 2 one-on-one RPOs, man-to-man. Okay, we're going to face man down there, but I may need to scheme a few things up more, and so I got to get creative. That's my job, and we've done that the last 2 weeks.
So there you have it, kind of taking a little bit of the blame, I suppose, for himself there, and talking about it's been a long time coming. It's been a problem for Nebraska, dating back to last year. He wants to put the ball more in Dylan's hands and give him more options. You think that's the more of the maybe that could be the fix for Nebraska's red zone woes?
That's why that's why he's the OC, right, T?
Well, you're kind of right. I would expect us to really try to open up a running game. I mean, we've seen what we can't do without a running game. We've seen the way that the offense not struggles, but for a team that passes first, second, and third down, it's not a good look when you getting shut down 2 out of the 3 downs. So, not saying that's happening to us, but throwing the underneath routes, throwing the short routes, then you want to try to go through rushing after you
do it on first. Yeah,
did 10 passes in a row. It's hard to get your running game started after you pass so much. So, you got to go back to a 50-50 style to win the Big Ten, especially if you want to contend for it,
and especially in the red zone.
Yeah, especially in the red zone.
Yeah, you
got to score.
Yeah,
or kick the field goal. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Get some points. Let's get back to Holgerson here. He's talking about the strength of players when the ball is not in their hands. A quick one.
Yeah, they all getting better. Every time we get out there, I think those guys get better. It's all of them. So, I think you'll see something that you haven't seen on Saturday. I know Coach alluded to that as well, and that's what I'm going to go with.
Interesting. They've got some secretive stuff. Maybe even especially with running back number 2 was they didn't want to give that out.
Something you haven't seen.
Breaking out
something you haven't seen.
Sparty here.
More trick plays,
when
or
you say you got something up. I mean, they might got to have Christian Okoye back there or something. I don't know what kind of secret when you have when I have the depth chart sitting right in front of me.
Well, if you look back to last year, they used Ty Robinson some in the red zone as a lead blocker. It could be something within that nature, or like he said, we'll see.
What is the angle here? I suppose if you're a coach, as far as letting it be known that you have something, but not letting it go, as opposed to just ho-hum, not necessarily mentioning it. It seems a bit odd to me that they're letting it be known that they've got some tricks up their sleeves.
but not telling you what the trick is, or not telling you who the running back number 2 is. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, you let it be known that there's something that
Barry Sanders. All right, that's the big rep.
Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah. So, I mean, who else could it be? I mean,
you look at the roster. There's
Yeah.
somebody on the roster, so it ain't gonna be.
well,
yeah.
we've seen everybody that they have to offer as a running back.
Other than an extra O lineman or an extra D lineman in the backfield to be a lead blocker. You saw it last year. Have you seen it this year?
No, Kenny, they're saying the number 2 running back. You're going to put Ja'Cory Barney at running back now?
We'll see what they do. I don't know. They've got something up their sleeve.
Yeah.
They're also Matt Rule was a little bit
A fullback. Oh, hey, there we go.
There you
We're gonna
go.
see a
Hey, that
fullback.
could be a deal.
Could be.
But Matt Rule was a little bit seemingly secretive about what was going on at tackle too. Here's Holgerson on the competition at tackle.
Yeah, it's the same conversation. It's the exact same conversation, right? I mean, we got to try to settle on who our best players are, and you know, I think all those tackles have had a good 2 weeks. I mean, they've pass setted a million times over the last 2 weeks. Okay, and so I think you'll see improvement when it comes to that. That was elite pass rush that we saw. Okay, and now we know what it looks like, and now we know what our bodies have to do and how our bodies need to play, you know, and it's our job as coaches to get the best ones out there.
Yeah, that was elite pass rush when you talk about elite, but we have to change something. You can't go back out there with the same rotation, Bock. I mean, teams will watch that. I mean, you've seen that the weak sides of what happened. Now you have to correct it, and let's move on and get the better players out there. I'm voting for Elijah Pritchard. I think it's time for him to buckle down, get himself together, and take this spot like he's supposed to. Even I have to call him and tell him, Bock.
He said pass set a million times, right?
Well,
I'd rather him tell me they firing off the ball and hitting somebody in the mouth than tell me they pass set a million
Here's
times.
what you do, man. I mean, you take your best defensive end and your best tackle, and you make them guys go against them 100 times. I mean, if you want to get great on great, that's how you get great. I mean, you can't have a scout team person on a tackle and he dominates them every single play. That's not good after you've seen what happened against the Michigan team. Now you take a guy like William Noeli. I mean, you have to go starters against starters more than just once a week to get this team better than what it is.
You know what I used to love?
One-on-ones.
No.
What?
That red zone period to start practice. Remember that? Put that ball on the 4-yard line right after stretch.
One-on-ones?
No, it was ones against ones.
Yeah.
You had 3 plays.
I don't play goal line. So I didn't have to worry about that. I'm too little for goal line.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's how we started practice. I used to love that.
We did it towards the end of the day. We would do one-on-ones we would do 4 plays on the goal line, and then we'd do like 11 plays in the open field.
Loved it. So no, I mean, they know what the problem is. And hopefully they've had 2 weeks to fix it. Hopefully we won't see the same mistakes on Saturday.
A couple thoughts from the text line. People thinking maybe Heinrich Harburg is an option for the surprise. Maybe Carter Nelson. A couple people saying Harburg running the option. Somebody else says Harburg at running back. So those are their guesses for what could be the surprise here. One last quote from Holgerson, because we talked about it earlier, is that the schedule next year is going to be pretty tough. Holgerson was asked, would you like to see more balance moving forward in the Big Ten schedule?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think Dylan's playing at a very, very, very high level, right? And so how I call plays, I call what's working. Okay, so I don't go into a game saying, man, we need to throw for 350 yards. I mean, it's all about how the flow of the game is. Okay, with that said, our running back, our running game, it needs to improve against an opponent like that, right? And so, I was happy with where the run was after the first few games, but then you play a top 20 team that's, a perennial top 20 team, and it didn't look the way it needs to look. We weren't finishing blocks, and that's not a shot at our O-line. That's a shot at our offense, because there's so many people that are involved in it, right? First play of the game, Emmett gets 14 yards, and that's the longest run that we had all day, and so we gotta do a better job of scheming things up. We gotta do a better job of sustaining blocks. That's everybody on offense, and then we gotta run harder, and I know a lot's been said about, who number 2 is and all that stuff. I mean, we have options, and it's our job to get them there. And when we put them in there, it needs to look better. So, if you want more running, if you want more rushes, then when I call it, it's got to look better. I'm not going to just keep calling things that aren't working for us, right? So we have a very diverse offense and we can do a lot of different things. We can get the ball to a lot of different people. That to me is balance. That's balance. Okay. And my job is to call the plays that are working to where we have a chance to be successful.
So instead of at the beginning, you might see more rushing, and then by the end, he's like, maybe not.
And then it goes back to what I said. He said, what, 1 million pass sets?
Yeah.
I would have rather him said 1 million run blocks where guys sustained blocks, stayed on blocks, and the running back got 6-7 yards a carry, other than pass setting. Because like I said, it goes back to the Michigan, the long run. Hat for hat, they sustained the block that sprung the guy. Can we do that this weekend?
We'll see. 3:00. Memorial Stadium.
FS1?
FS1. I'll be watching from home.
Not going this week?
Nah. Unless you got a ticket, I'll go sit with you. But, 93.7 the ticket. Bock in the black shirt with Kitty Will Height.
I love Nebraska Pick 3. It's the Nebraska Lottery's very best game, and nothing could ever change my mind. What if I told you there's now a Nebraska Pick 4? Say what? It costs just $1 to play. There's a $6,000 top prize with drawings every day, and you could choose from 6 different bet types. What would you say to that? I love Nebraska Pick 4. It's the Nebraska Lottery's very best game, and nothing could ever change my mind. Thought so. Straight bet top prize odds 1 in 10,000.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Tune in every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. for the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. The Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking top models from Can-Am, Kawasaki, Honda, Polaris, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycle, Sea-Doo, and Triton trailers. Score big on our massive selection of Can-Am side-by-sides with rebates up to $3,000 on select in-stock models. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for football season.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda. Your local artists and experts in charcuterie and glazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties, or any celebration that deserves a wow moment. They handle the details. You take the compliments. Book your Graze table today at grazingouda.com. Grazing Gouda, because every event deserves to be savored.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket with Kenny Will Hike Tuesday. Enjoy having Kenny in here with us because of the knowledge and the experience he has from working with the University of Nebraska and playing for the University of Nebraska. Kenny also coached at New Mexico State.
Started at New Mexico State, Dodge City, Emporia State.
You went back to Dodge City?
For 1 year.
How was that?
It hadn't changed. It hadn't changed. 1 year. Emporia State, 3 years. Southeast Missouri State.
Emporia State in Kansas.
In Kansas.
Yeah.
Emporia,
I heard
Kansas.
that.
Yep. And then Southeast Missouri State with Tony Samuel. And then came here in 2014 to 2022.
How different? How is it different from coaching at your alma mater to like when you was playing?
I when I was at Dodge, you talking about when I was at Dodge or when I was at Nebraska?
When you was at Nebraska.
It's totally different because, you didn't have to go to class. You didn't have to, go to study hall. The thing I tried to make it was try to be a big brother to those guys in that locker room.
Yeah.
Try to teach them right from wrong, be that ear or that shoulder that they need outside of the coaches and the strength coaches and the academic people. I try to be that person for them and just tell them, hey, you're not only representing yourself, but this university, the people outside these walls, and your family. So, and your community. So that was my main job.
Yeah, and when I see guys like Elijah Pritchard, man, I try to speak to him. I mean, I'm not I'm not really a University of Nebraska person who goes down there every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that type of person, so I only get to see him on game days, and I try to speak to him and let him know, hey, man, I'm rooting for you, man, because that's a kid who needs that support. He's a kid who came from another university, don't know anybody here. Only good part about it is he got the money. I mean, but at the same time, he still has to get the plays down. He still has to learn how Nebraska is, and I wanted to be that person for him but it didn't work out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. Again, a lot of guys on that need guys like you.
Yeah.
Need guys like myself. Again, because you have some guys on the roster who don't have a relationship with their position coach.
Yeah.
You have some guys on the roster who their position coach didn't know their names. So, I mean, it was dumbfounding to me, but, playing for Coach Osborne, he knew everybody's name from.
Still know your name.
Still know your name, your mom and dad's name, your brother's name. But so I tried to be that shoulder, that voice, hey, just hang in there, it'll get better, but you came here for one. Most importantly, you came here for an education first and foremost.
Yeah, I think we don't preach that.
We don't preach that anymore. It's not,
Yeah.
you don't hear people talking about education. All they talking about is NIL and transfers. And so most importantly, and because that was instilled in me, my grandmother said, one thing they can't take away from you is that piece of paper when I hurt my knee. So she said, you better get your, back up there and apologize because you're not coming home without a college degree. So that's what I stressed on them is, you get that piece of paper, it's going to take you a long way. Football is only, it's not promised to us, so it can be taken away from you.
All right. Now, the NCAA football Oversight Committee approved a modification Monday to its new January 24th, January's transfer window that allows undergraduates and postgraduates to enter the transfer portal from January 2nd to the 16th. The new portal 15-day time period replaced the initial January 2nd through 11th. I don't like that.
You don't like an extended portal?
No, I think the portal should open soon. The season over with. I think you should give everybody a fair shot at trying to get where they want to go. And
when you say when the season's over, you're talking about when the national championship game's over, not during the playoffs.
Not during the playoffs and all that.
Because you'll get guys, even the bowl games, because you'll get guys opting out of bowl games trying to find other places to play.
Yeah.
So don't like that part about it, but we'll talk about it more tomorrow here at 93.7 The Ticket.
Well, better get Kenny before we leave. We better get your keys to the game. Maybe a prediction for this weekend.
Mine?
Yeah.
Stop the run, no big plays, and win on special teams. You'll win.
There you go.
We'll give ours later on in the week, Bob.
That's right.
All right, 93.7. Tomorrow, Window World Wednesday with Todd Euler in effect here on Bock in the Black Shirt, 93.7 The Ticket. Guess what? We out.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking top models from Can-Am, Kawasaki, Honda, Polaris, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycle, Sea-Doo, and Triton trailers. Score big on our massive selection of Can-Am side-by-sides with rebates up to $3,000 on select in-stock models. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for football season.
Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda, your local artists and experts in charcuterie and grazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties,